Hi, welcome to the boardroom segment of West Side Magazine. I'm Barry, and I'm here with one of my childhood heroes growing up surfing aerial pioneer, shaper, three-time gold medal winning X Games coach for the East Coast surf team, Matt Kechele. Matt, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, International Surfing Day, so stoked to be here.
Well, appreciate you coming by. 13th annual X Games coming up. You're one of the winningest coaches there. What's happening this year?
Yeah, well, once again, they're having it at Puerto Escondido, which is the Mexican pipeline, and this is, I think, the 6th year going into, surfing being in the X Games, which is great. And this year they've changed up the format. It's regarded as Brad Gerlach's format, which is the game, and it's part of the National Surf League format and rules. And this year it's going to be USA versus an international team, international field of surfers from places like Australia, Japan, South Africa. And it's going to be Mike Parsons and myself this time coaching together. So in the past, Mike and I have gone head-to-head, toe-to-toe, so to speak, East versus West. But this year it's with the format, it's USA basically versus the world. And we're going to be coaching up against Mark Potter and Barton Lynch. So it'll be cool. It'll be great to catch up with those guys. And I hear they got quite a solid team. And so yeah, it's going to be, just next week I'm taking off to go down there. So I'm pretty excited and hope to, bring some big boards down there and get some good surf while I'm at it. But, with the game format, it's different, where you're competing with your team out in the water at the same time as opposed to competing against your opponents out in the water. So it's really refreshing format where you're actually cheering on when the guy takes off on the wave. You're cheering for him, hoping that he's going to get a great ride. So it's it's a really good vibe, and being in a team format also, it's there's a lot of camaraderie involved and pushing each other, and then all the mental psych that preparation that goes into it. So it's really fun, and I'm really honored to represent the United States and do it again.
In the old format, East versus West, good little rivalry going there. Some of the guys going to miss that?
Yeah, I think so for sure. In the past, we brought on some kind of underdogs, so to speak, and guys that are some of the best Porta surfers in the world. The guys like Baron Knowlton and Todd Morcombe, and so I know those guys. I'm certainly going to miss them, and I know they're going to miss it as well. But down the road, we'll probably bring back some different formats. Brad's just trying out something different this year. We got Peter Mendia, who's representing the East Coast, and then we're going to have Rob Machado representing California, Jamie O'Brien representing Hawaii. We also got
Matt, a lot of boards are coming in from China nowadays. Costco, Sam's Club. What's your take on that?
Yeah, it's it's just a matter of time. We all kind of knew before you get big business taking a look at the surfboard industry, and kind of sign of the times. I'd say unfortunately so many people are taking jobs overseas, and it's pretty sad. But consumers are pretty savvy these days, and I think that a lot of people recognize that there's a lot of craftsmen, obviously, so much surfing heritage, here in the United States, and the passion for crafting these boards is as alive as ever. And I think there's certainly a big part of the market that recognizes, and they want to know who built their board. They want to know that there's a lot of passion that went into it, and so to speak, the soul of surfing heritage and all the years of knowledge that go into handcrafting boards. And so I think there's we're very fortunate that people are pretty aware, and a lot of surf shops are take the responsible approach of educating them and saying, hey, this board is actually made overseas, but it's a cheaper product. But here you could have this board that's made here in the United States and handcrafted by a very reputable shaper, and top-notch materials and gone into the board. And so you know, it's just like every industry, right? The automobile industry, and, you know, snowboard industry, and, you know, a lot of
things change.
Things do change, so it's just a matter of keeping the passion, and you know, and I certainly do, and you know, enjoy it every day I go into work. It's still like a dream, you know. It's from the time I was a young kid, you know, 13 years old. I just used to always dream about making boards, and you know, that passionate about it. I still am that passionate about it. And try to build the finest product I possibly can.
Yeah, you do. Get great reviews about your boards. You embrace some of the new technologies now, surf tech.
Yeah.
Do you see anything else out there that's looking pretty promising?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
know, there's a lot of different, you know, people looking at different, you know, surfboard designs and different, you know, materials that you can incorporate in the boards, you know, and myself, you know, I've done a lot of testing, and you know, I ride other technologies and try what's out there. Certainly want to stay up to date with what's available, and my experience is still the tried and true polyurethane foam. You know, has the best reflex time, and
you see that improving a lot now since the
the quality of, you know, polyurethane foam
era
is definitely better than it ever has. It really is. The foam is lighter, whiter, and stronger. You know, so you know, and the reflex, you know, factor is better than ever too, and the strength to weight ratio is better than ever. So I'm still a polyurethane man, just for the tried and true factor. And if you look at the top 44 and what the, you know, top 44 prefer to ride, all but one surfer all ride polyurethane. So I think that kind of speaks novelties in itself.
A lot of the East Coast companies I see are going to that coil technology.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, again, I see some guys trying it, and I think, you know, for the average consumer it's okay, but again, you know, you look at the top 44 and what they're riding, and, you know, which I always kind of take a really close look at, because honestly, these guys can afford any board that's out there. You know, if there was a surfboard technology that cost $10,000 that was a better riding board, they would all be on it, you know, I assure you. And you know, many of the top 44, they buy their boards. You know, they don't. You'd think they get free boards, but a lot of guys just go out and purchase boards from shapers as they travel. And 99.9% of the time, they're selecting polyurethane, you know, technology, and you know, it's just they ride better.
Well, Matt, I want to thank you for being on the show today. Good luck at the X
Thanks,
Games. Bring home another gold medal.
Good work, you guys.
This is Barry with Westside Magazine. We'll see you next time. Peace.
West Side. See you East Side.